All right. Good morning, everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nick. I am an Atomy leader. Um, and I will be doing the training this morning. We're gonna go over a couple announcements that was made by the company, uh, and a new feature that was launched on June 9th. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with a couple of the announcements first, and then we'll move on to the website. So the first announcement that the company has um, is that the people who are um, using the group order and it's just one person put in the group order, that's against our policy that you signed with Atomy when we updated our policy in January. Guys, the group order was designed for two people or more. So the company has decided that if you have anyone that is using the group order just to order $250 or more just by yourself, that order will be canceled at 12:59 uh, Pacific Standard Time, 2:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just remember, guys, that the group order was designed for a group. So it has to have more than two people in the group. Okay? In a couple weeks from now, there's another announcement. In a couple weeks from now, the company is going to start um, sending out emails to your like a month in advance to remind your consumers or your business partners that they have not ordered for almost close to a year. So what they'll do is, for example, now we're in June, what they'll do is for the people who are about to expire in June, what they'll do is they'll send the emails out in May to remind you that you are about to auto redraw. So this will be both for business partners and for consumers. All right. So those two are the most important updates that we got from the company. The next
That
up,
is good because if we can't get access to their account, we don't have access to the phone number to call them. So I'm glad that the company's taken the initiative to do that.
yes, the company also had a new update as well with anyone that you send your automatic link to or anyone that you enroll new to the company, you will get an email stating that you got a new member, but it will not tell you the name or their contact info because uh, there was a lot of complaints from consumers and other people calling customer service to get the phone numbers for your downlines, and a lot of the people who accounts the people contacted, they asked where did they get the information from, and they got a whole sort of complaints from them saying that customer service should not be sharing their information with them with any of your downlines. So uh, they decided that the customer service will not be sharing any contact information. So uh, they're still debating on other means of communication. Um, the other update is
Oh, hold on. Sorry. This is where Maria's way of doing it comes in. Maria said she keeps every single individual's information that she personally registered. And she's also training her downline to do the same thing. So guys, now that Nick just covered that, you will not be able to get access to those individuals. So if you do not have a really good onboarding process, you will not be able to truly build your business. Maria and I, we do the same thing. Your phone can store hundreds and hundreds of people. Every single customer I register is in my phone, their name, email, address, phone number, date of birth, anniversary. And if they have pets, the pets information is there as well. And if you teach your downline to do the same thing, and not only that, but also train your downline to introduce you to their new customers or business partner, where in the case of where my top distributor died, what he did every time he would share products with someone, he would text me, I just left a bunch of products at this person's home, call them. So I was able to build a relationship with them. So when he died, I already had a relationship with them. They're still my customers now because I had that relationship with them before. This is relationship building. So if you do that and then you're teaching your people to do that and it's going all the way down, you won't have to worry about not having any type of relationship because somebody in your downline, more than one person, had a connection with those customers or business partners. This is very important now that the company has changed, where you will not be able to call these people. If that person that registered them is the only one that have any type of connection with them, you're going to be in trouble. Your business is going to be in trouble. More than one individual or more than two should have those people's information. All right, Nick, I just wanted to add that.
So, and then the next update is that what they're going to implement, they're still working out the kinks on this one, where the new prospects will have, whenever they log in for a number of attempts, they will be displayed the center manager's information. The company is still reaching out to all the center managers to get permission from them to display their contact information on the website. So this will only apply to new customers or new business partners. You will be able to see the center manager's information for a number of sign-ins, and then it will disappear. Okay. After that, as long as you have the center manager's information, you're welcome to contact them to get any additional information that you need. But after that period, then you will hopefully still have the center manager's info. So I would suggest everyone to, if you sign up someone new, make sure that they contact the center manager or save their center manager's information to their phone. Okay? Because after a while, it's going to disappear from the website, from your login. But I think they're going to give you like probably 5 or 6 login attempts, and then afterwards it's going to disappear. So that way you won't have access to it anymore. All right, so that's it for those 3 announcements. And now we're going to go ahead and get onto the website. Okay, so let me stop. Let me stop sharing. This one. All right. Now that you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, guys. So let's log into here. So for this new feature that they implemented is, oops. So for this new feature that they implemented, but before we move on to that part, I'm just going to scroll through here real quick. If you guys not aware of, the company is on Instagram. Oops. Let me click on it. So they're on Instagram through @globalatomy.com. When you click on it, it gives you all the information on the company so you can join any of the social media platforms. It gives you direct link to your Atomy website. They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, Facebook, and then they give you a link directly to the seminar as well.
Okay, do me a favor. Could you go back at global? Not remember, people are probably writing, so don't move so fast. So could you go back to the beginning?
Okay, so no problem. So let me go back.
Yeah, give them time.
So when you go, there's a banner that, yeah, a banner that you can click on through here. So once you click on here, it's going to open up this screen. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, everyone knows how to get to the Atomy shopping mall, so I'm just going to skip that one. But if you was to go to Instagram, sorry, you can click on Instagram and then you can sign in. You can sign in or find here's a username, Seymour at Global Atomy _ US is the TikTok the Instagram handle. Instagram handle is Global Atomy _ US. Okay. Give it a few minutes so everybody can take it down. All right. All right. So everybody's good. All right. Then we have TikTok. So if you click on TikTok, TikTok is the handle is Global Atomy _ USA.
Okay, don't move yet. Hold on. Global dash.
Just take a screenshot
Yeah.
if you know anyone who do it print screen on your computer or just click on both sides of your phone.
Yeah. If you have iPhone. Yep. All right. So I'm going to move on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we have Facebook, as usual. We have Facebook. Okay. So Atomy. So the handle for that one is Atomy America.
But they make it very easy by just what you showed on the sidebar there.
Yep.
Everything is
Exactly.
right there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they have the seminar schedule. Okay.
Nick, I had a question.
Mhm.
When you going all this, do you have to have an Instagram account? Because somehow I use my iPad. I can't access to it. So you have to sign up for Instagram account
Yes.
first?
Yes. You have to have an Instagram account. You have to have a TikTok. You have to have a Facebook account.
I only have Facebook, so that's the problem. Okay.
Yeah. But you can just sign up for one of them if you only have one. They still share the same content or similar
Okay.
content on every platform. So, all right.
So Nick, did I hear you say?
Got it. Okay.
that-
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you still. I'm sorry. Did I hear you say that we will be able to link people directly into our website from these platforms? So
No,
our own individual, is that what you're saying? Or
no,
you're saying that
no.
this is what we have? Okay, I just wanted to be clear.
no.
That would
These
be
platforms
phenomenal.
it's just platforms that the company put together to share Atomy content from different parts of the world, So,
Oh, okay.
mhm,
That would have been phenomenal if they that this is good, but that would have been even better.
yeah. Now, you can have your business partners or your customers join the groups these social media platforms, and that way they get in notifications from them with any updates or news from the company. Okay. This will be going back.
My question is, please, good morning, everyone.
I was
If they go on TikToks or whatever they get the information, is there a link where they can sign up if they wish to?
No, this is what I'm gonna go over right now. The other
thanks.
feature that they announced on June 6th, June 9th. So I'm gonna go over that right now. So,
Okay, thanks.
all right. Okay. So, of course, for you to get into that particular part of the new feature that they are new, where you can set up a link and you can send it to your new prospects or customer, you have to sign in to your website. So you're gonna sign in with your ID and password, and then you're gonna click on your name up here. Okay. Once you click on your name, you're gonna go into My Atomy. Right next to coupons, you should see a link that says quick link to join. Okay. Click on that. It brings up a dialog box for you. Okay. Right now it's set to designate sponsor. Okay. This is send a link by selecting sponsor through the member search. So, for example, with this designated sponsor is that you're going to put the sponsor ID here of the person that you want the person to go under for designated sponsor. Just to let you know, with this new feature also is that if you decide to leave it on designated sponsor, the link is recurring. It could be, it's unlimited. So say for example, you put an ID here, right? It's going to sign up that person, but it's still recurring. So, whoops. Yeah. So guys, could you guys make sure and keep your phones muted so I can, yep. So it's recurring and it's recurring. So that means that if you use that link, specific person's link ID, it's going to sign them up under that person on the left side only. Okay. When you sign them up on the left side, say that you send the same link out again for that particular person, it's going to sign them up on the right side. Okay. But there is also an additional feature here on this same drop down. It's called automatic sponsor. Automatic sponsor now is where the person that you put, the ID number that you put on there is also unlimited, but it's going to start, if you use that particular link under automatic sponsor, it's only going to bill the left side going down automatically. The system is going to generate, it's going to pick up, actually you can say it's going to pick up the person that was signed up previously. So for example, I have, say if I use the automatic link, hang on, let me just copy this real quick. All right. Let me just copy this real quick. Hang on one second. Copy. All right. So for example, the automatic link. So this is how it works. So you're going to generate a link, right? Okay, so it's going to generate a link. So this particular link now is set to my left. That's how the system is set up. So it's set up for the left. So now what I'm going to do is copy that link or download this QR code. I could download this QR code and put it like on a flyer or on a any kind of thing that you're going to send out to someone. All they have to do is scan the QR code, and or you can send them the link to sign up. Okay. So say for example, I copy this link and I go over here, I open a new browser. It's going to want to paste it, and then I'm going to hit enter. So it takes them directly to the sign up page. Okay. And then they choose which route they want to go. They want to go as a consumer or if they want to do as a distributor. Okay.
So
But
let me chime in there. So using the auto is only going to build your left leg.
correct, automatically.
Okay. And there's a reason why, guys, because you're only supposed to build that left leg on anyone's business. You never open the right leg. The individual is responsible for the right side. I like that because now we have to keep in mind, if you do the auto, it's only building that left all the way. So when you want to actually put someone on your right side, then you have to do the designated sponsor.
No, when you're doing the right side now, is if you want to do the auto, is that you have to take the ID. You want to swap the ID out
Oh, from the other leg.
from the other leg.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So you can use it on both sides then.
Correct.
Okay, because you said it's only going to build the left side, but you
No,
can
the left
use it on
side,
both,
the left
depending
side
on the
of the
ID
left.
number you use.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you just have to switch. If you've had enough on your left, then you can switch it to the ID number on the right, and then it will only build that side.
Yeah. So for example,
Got it.
yeah. So for example, the automatic, like I was saying, it starts your left, and then you go in. You're gonna take the ID number of the person that's on your right,
Got you.
and then you're gonna generate another link.
Okay.
You're gonna
Got you. So
generate
you can,
another link.
okay.
Can I ask
All
a
right.
question right there before you move on, Nick?
Uh-huh.
So you said the left side has to be saturated before I move, or can I create two links, one for my right, one for my left?
Yes, yes, Ms. Ruth. You can create two different links.
Okay,
One for your left, one for your right. Mhm.
okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
cool.
This only applies to automatic sponsor though. You can create
Yes.
one link for your left side and one for your right side. But if you're doing designated sponsor, you have to put in the ID of the person that you
Want
want
that person to register on there.
under. Correct.
I love the auto.
Mhm.
That's
So,
perfect.
all right. So that's a new feature that they added to the website. But
Mhm.
to set that up, you have to go in and create the separate links or download the separate QR codes. You just have
Right.
to just remember, you guys, once you download it or you save the links, make sure that you title it left leg, right leg. So that way you don't send the wrong link out to your prospects or to your new person that's signing up.
But typically you're going to use this more like when you're doing mass marketing, like, if you're putting out postcards or flyers or whatever, this is going to be great for that.
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
Yep. So
Or if you're at an event, this is perfect for events.
yes, perfect for events. Yes. So you
Mhm.
just put the QR code and you just put it on your desk. You print it out. You make it big, and every person that comes, you can just have them scan the QR code. You know.
I think this is going to make it easier where you don't have to have a ton of products to sell at your events, because you can tell the people, hey, you can take this QR code, go in, register, and you can order the products you want. You have it in three to 4 business days.
Yep,
I
exactly.
love it.
Yeah. So those are a couple. That was it for the announcements from the company and the new quick link option. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to today's training. What was originally
Hold on. Let's see what's in the chat.
okay, go ahead. Yeah, you take a
Oh.
look at the chat and let me know.
Oh, yeah, no question. That was just CJ.
Okay.
Anyone have questions on this before Nick moves on?
I had a question.
Yes, go ahead, Miss Chanta.
With the QR code, how long will it affecting? I mean, like if you wanted to share to your partner, how long that QR code will last when you're sending out to your partners?
It's unlimited.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other questions? There's 38 individuals here. Now's the time to ask your questions.
Nick, can you go over it again?
Sure. No problem.
Great
So-
question, a great question, suggestion.
Yeah,
No problem. So like everyone knows that at first when you first log on to your website, so I'm gonna go over it again. So of course you have to you log into your website and then you're going to click on your name. Okay, to go to My Academy.
I don't even know where it is.
And then right next to coupons, there's a tab that says quick link to join. You're going to click on it. It's going to be always be defaulted to designated sponsor. So you have option to select the sponsor ID. You have to put the ID from your lineage here and send the link out to your prospect. Okay, so that's number one. They did say that the designated sponsor link is unlimited. So, but I would generate another link for your peace of mind for me. But we also have another option that is the automatic sponsor. So when you select automatic sponsor, it says here new members will be automatically registered to the bottom left of each of your lineage. Sponsor designation is not possible with this link. Default value, so the default value for the standard member is the member himself. Okay, so
What does
whoever
that mean? Say that again.
the default value for the standard member is the member's, it's the member himself. So what that means is that the member does not have any say on how it goes with the automatic link. So like it says, the registered link is set up to always be defaulted to the person's left side, bottom left of the lineage. Okay. That's for automatic sponsor. So what will happen if whatever ID you put here, it will just automatically start billing from that person and down automatically. So anytime you send this link out to someone, it will automatically detect which number was last used in your lineage.
And remember, if you did it for your left side, it's only going to build the left side. That link is, if that link was created for your left side, it's only going to build the left side.
Correct.
So like someone asks, you can create a link for your left side, and then you can create a link for the right side. So you might have a flyer that's for the left side, and then you have a bunch of flyers that's for the right side. So you can build both sides at the same time. You just have to have two separate links.
Correct.
Because if you only do one link, then it's only going to build that particular side only.
On that particular person.
Mhm.
So
Whatever that last person is. Go ahead, Maria.
I'm just thinking about when the people that we bring into the business, when they start designating, let's say they got certain people they want to be in certain places, you're really going to have to pay attention to what's going on.
Yep.
Because you don't want to put people, because we won't be, are we going to be able to move people? I don't necessarily think so. We really have.
No, you won't.
And that's where,
that.
that's
So-
where the designated sponsor comes in, Maria.
Right. So you want to
Yeah.
make sure you know, because like I say, if you got somebody that says, okay, well, I'm gonna sign in my brother, my sister, all these different people. You want to make sure they put them in the right place,
Right.
so they'll be able to work together.
Right.
Won't be
Okay.
necessarily be on different teams, so you got to pay attention to that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this link comes in more like when we're doing marketing, like when you
Yeah,
put out
co-market.
flyers and
Also
postcards
co-market.
and events. That's the only time I would really use the auto sponsor, because if I'm dealing with individuals, I'm not going to do this.
Absolutely.
But this is for when you're marketing.
Yeah.
So you don't have 100 people, by the grace of God, if you get that many response, or however many people blowing up your phone calling you for a sponsor ID. When you do marketing where you have no control over it, that's where this would come in, the auto sponsor.
And
Right.
I'm glad you're saying that, because I'm not hearing that in the presentation.
Yeah.
No, it's unique, but Adamy hasn't said it's just designated for specifically that. But it's up to you to look at it and say, oh, what's my best way to use it? Like Novel just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the only time I will use it is when I'm doing mass marketing with flyers or postcards or like social media.
Mhm.
That's when you do that auto sponsor. But the designated sponsor now, when you're doing individual where I want to place this person here under my distributor that's working.
Right.
Yep. So now you guys could do the designated sponsor now and just send them the link and they could register themselves instead of you having to register them. So, all right. So,
This kind of arrangement will work well for those who might want to keep a particular group together, family together. This helps to keep certain blocks of people together.
Yep. Exactly. All right.
Question, please.
Yes.
Will this be available in writing in admin website, the instructions?
Repeat the question because I didn't understand.
The information you just gave, will it be available in writing in the admin website where we can go back and get it in writing?
No, it's not going to be available in writing now.
When you say in writing, what are you looking for to see in writing?
Where we have all the informations. I forgot what this.
Well, that's
location
why Nick is
called.
covering it now, because as Maria said, the part I explained about the auto sponsor, where the best time to use it is for marketing, as she said, that wasn't covered in the presentation. But we just have to process things and think about what would be the best time for me to use the auto sponsor. Because the auto sponsor is really when you're doing mass marketing where, as I said, you're putting out a flyer, you're doing an expo or whatever event. And you have a lot of people that say, hey, I want this product. If you are at the table by yourself, because not everyone has team members that's willing to work with them and do the event. So say you're at an event and you have a lot of people coming up, say, hey, I want to buy this product and I want to buy this product. You can already have it set up. A set of flyers for your left side, a set of flyers for your right side, and say, hey, if you go here, click on this QR code, it will take you to the website. You can just quickly register, it's free, and order your product. And it's gonna automatically place that person. If that flyer is designated for the left side, it will place them on the left. If it's designated for the right side, it will place them on the right.
Right. The description is also on each. Once you click the join, quick link to join, there is a description in the on each tab that you select. So for example, designated sponsor, it says here, send a link to a select. Send a link by selecting a sponsor through the member search. Means the member search is your lineage. Okay. And then it
So
says
that's basically
members.
saying, right, that's basically saying you're gonna place that person under that particular ID.
Correct.
For
So
the
the
designated
person
sponsor.
position will automatically be designated. If the member is on the left, the new member will be placed on the right. Okay.
And Nick also, she asked, was it going to be in the instructions, but also, are they going to put it in the guide? You know, we have the guide that's on the front page. Will they insert it in there at some point?
They probably will insert it in there in some point, but they didn't let us know if they're gonna be doing that. But I won't be surprised if they did in the near future, because remember this feature was only launched June 9th, which was last week, Monday. Okay, so
Yeah.
I just have to give the company some time. I have a feeling they will put it in the guide, but you guys might have to give it a little bit of time.
Well, it's just great that you're breaking it down for us because we're getting the inside scoop. Having, you know, all the ins and outs of it.
Yeah. So
I just love the fact that we have this now, because I've been saying this for the longest time. Why can't we just have a link that we just send out to our customers and it automatically places them? Because I'm used to that from other businesses. I was in another one with a binary, 2 legs, and you were able to do that. You didn't have to personally register anyone. So I've been saying it to myself. Why do we not have that available? So when you called me to tell me that, I was like, praise the Lord, finally.
yeah.
It's gonna make things easier, guys. You just have to send it out and have people register themselves.
Yep. So, all right. So that's it. I probably have 15 minutes. So what we're gonna do is,
Before you move on, next, did if I did you we say earlier, like anybody who signed to the auto link,
yeah.
so we won't have any information of that person, nothing. So phone number or anything.
No, you won't have the phone number. You won't have the phone number, but you will have their name in your back office under your lineage.
Okay, with the name only on the back office. I have no
Yeah, the
phone,
ID. Yeah.
the ID. So I won't be able to contact that person, will I?
Yeah, no, you will not, because the company is not allowing any of our, they had a lot of complaints about customer service giving out the members' information.
Okay, with that person herself, if they want to contact me, they will
Will
they can
they
do
be
so.
able to contact us themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make
Okay,
sure
we know.
make sure your information is on whatever marketing material you put out there.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I would recommend that you put in there in big bold letters, do not register until you are ready to make a purchase. Because let me tell you what will happen. People will just, oh, let me go register. And so you want to make sure you try to do as much as you possibly can to stop that. I know for me, whatever marketing material I'm putting out there, I'm going to put that in big bold letters. Do not register until you're ready to make a purchase. Because I don't want people just willy-nilly just registering, but you have no control when you're doing mass marketing and social media.
Right. Mhm.
So the only other way is you can do the best you can by putting that there, and that's going to be on everything that I put out there. Only register when you're ready to make a purchase.
You can also too, if you're, let's say you're at a marketing event, you can give people your flyers and this and that, but you can also take down their information.
Yep.
Exactly.
Anyone, you'll
Mhm.
you'll know the people who seem genuinely interested.
Yep.
Just
Mhm.
take down their information. If they have, if it's likely to be a customer, talk to them about, okay, you know, so you want something to help with your kidneys or with your heart or whatever. Just make a note and take down the information. Be extra friendly with them. Give them your personal information too, so they'll have it, and then tell them at right there, hey, you know, if you're not going to make a purchase here today, and you want to register, make sure that you register with a purchase.
Right.
Yep.
But
That's what it
yeah,
comes back to what Novak was saying earlier about making a relationship with your people.
yeah. But remember, that's not going to happen when you do marketing.
Yeah.
So
No,
you just
no,
have
not
to
on there.
just, yeah, when you do marketing, they're going to go ahead and register and think about it. A lot of in this generation, people are making serious money marketing online.
Yep.
And they have never met these customers. And they go on and they are shopping. And this is also a way, if you guys, I see you, Miss Chante, for those, there are a lot of Atomians shopping on Amazon. So now if we start marketing on TikTok and Instagram and whatever, we might be able to capture some of those people.
Yep.
And they will switch from shopping on Amazon and they'll switch to your account. And, you know, so don't be afraid to do social media, and don't be concerned about the people that you will not be able to communicate with. Because if they get on there, they start using the products and they love it, they're going to continue to shop. Lots of businesses have been built that way. The ones you have control over, that you're meeting, as Maria said, that you're meeting personally at an event, you can build a relationship with those people. But for the others, you can always put on the flyers, call me if you have any questions, any concern about the product. They can always call you. Some will, some won't.
Right.
That's how it is. So go ahead, Miss Chanta.
So I was been doing different events out there. So mostly I will do is I will print out the new member information form on a clipboard. So this is how I connect to who are interested about becoming a member and they very seriously about that, purchasing the product. I will let them get the information down, and then I write down what their medical history is. So I will follow up with them. And so now, since the company creating this new link, that's another way to have them let them register themselves. But at the meanwhile, you can have the info as well, so you can keep in touch as always. So you won't losing that contacting. So that's how I've been doing. So that's great. You can build both way, but either way,
Yeah.
you can keep that info for yourself to be connected with your new members.
But you know what I'm noticing, Miss Chanta? A lot of the younger generation, some would rather not speak to you at all. They just want to go in and register and not deal with the individual. So for those people, we have a way to capture them.
I see.
Yeah. A lot of the younger generation, they would just prefer to just get a link and go in there and do the things themselves. They don't want to be marketed to. So for that demographic, we have a way of getting those people. And for the ones that want to give the information, you take it. But some people, they don't want to talk to you. They just want to, you give them something, they go in, they look at it, and they decide if they want it or not. So that now we have all the different variations of getting customers.
I like
Those who
it.
want to talk to you, yeah.
I like it because we get different options.
Exactly.
Okay, so you decide, okay, I'm gonna open up me a TikTok account and I'm gonna do a commercial. Right? And you just put the link in there.
Yeah.
And let's say, okay, 10 people, 100 people decide, hey, I want to get this. I want to, buy this product. So they go ahead and register and go on and buy. You really don't care. You're just glad that you got 10 people, 100 people,
Yeah.
or 1,000 people signing up on whichever side you've got it designated. Then you do another commercial for your other side.
Yeah. Because that's what
Because
they're doing.
those aren't business partners. They're going to be customers.
Right. And that's how they're doing it out there on social media now. This younger generation, they go on there, they see it, they go, click, it says click here to buy now. And that's what they're doing. They're clicking and buying right there on the spot. They don't want to call anyone to talk to them. They see the information, they decide right there and then, I want this. And they just click right in and they go purchase. So
And
now you can capture that demographic.
And it comes right to their doors. So no
Exactly.
person in between.
And that saves me a lot of trouble because on my
Yeah.
Instagram account, you have to click on my link, and then it takes you, I have Linktree, and it takes you through that, and you can go to that platform, and then it takes you into my Atomy account. So I don't have anything that takes you directly into the Atomy account. So now I do.
This is great. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of the younger generations, when it says call me or message me or whatever, they don't want to do it. But if you have that link to say, click here to buy right now, they go right to it and buy, because this is what they are used to. So we have to change with the times. It's more the older generation that will give you a phone number and say, call me. But these young people, they don't want to be bothered with people calling them. If you go on social media and you notice how they're marketing, that's how they're doing it. They have their little commercials or infomercial, and it says, click here, buy now. And they are making a killing on social media doing that. And they have never, ever spoken to these individuals. I know someone that's doing that. And they've been saying it for the longest time. You should set it up like that, but we couldn't go ahead and do it. They're like, I have so many customers that I've never met. So we have that opportunity now. Okay, someone else is have their hands raised. Nick?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's another person. Palace.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
My question is about the new QR code or the link. You know, like when you register someone in UK, they ask you the ID number and the password of the sponsor, which means I have to give my ID and my password before they can register. So on that QR code or the new link, because the way I see it's like what we are familiar with, we don't need those kind of information like from how the UK website or the application it's asking to do. Do you have any idea how we can handle our new customer partners from UK?
The UK, let me go to the UK website. Let's take a look, because I'm not 100% sure.
But wait, Nick, when you showed it, it showed for international on there as well.
No,
when you showed for to join, go back to it. What you showed, when you showed to join, it showed customer, business, and I'm sure it said international. Do the auto. Do the auto.
Okay, auto.
I'm sure it said international.
No.
No. Go back to where it says join us. Go all the way to where it says join us.
Okay, back to join us here?
No. When you did go back to where you were just now.
Yeah.
When you copied the link, put the ID number in, create the QR code.
Okay, hold on. Paste. Oh, hang on. I need to go back to the automatic.
Auto, yeah.
Hold on. So when I create, let me copy this and let me go to
generate, yeah.
Yeah, then I go back to designate.
No. I don't want the designated, the auto sponsor.
Oh, the auto sponsor. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. You want the auto sponsor. Okay, let me get rid of this. So the auto sponsor, and then I hit generate.
Yes. Then paste it in the URL.
And then I copy the URL. And then I go back and open a new tab.
Yeah. It says global.
Yeah, it takes you to the registration, but if you notice, it says here, it's only for registration available only in individual age 18 or older, but
Right.
particular link is only for the US. It's not
So
for
why do they have global there?
Global,
global
it's for
registration.
other people who are
Click on the
not
global
living.
registration. Let's see what happened.
It goes to the global website, but it has to be you have to have, it's one of the countries. So like, for example, these are all on pre-launch.
Yeah.
So if you have, but the UK, it's
Or
already,
click on a country that's open. I want to see what happens when you click on one of the countries that's open.
okay, so these are
Go
the,
to
they
like
won't
China.
put they won't put the list, they won't put the countries that are open here, because UK is no longer listed, USA is no longer listed.
Ah.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but for the UK,
So if you wanted to register, hold on, if you wanted to register someone that's in China right now and you do the auto, you wouldn't be able to
you
wouldn't be able
cannot, you
to
have to go
register
to
them?
their, you cannot, you have to go to their country.
Ah, so then they shouldn't put the global registration there then.
The global registration is only for people who are on pre-launch. So for example, you get in contact, like I showed you earlier, anyone that got in contact with you and they are in the pre-launch countries, like for example, one of these, like for example, where is it? Haiti. Now you can register people from Haiti, you know?
Through
But
the auto?
no, through the global registration, but you have to enter their information manually.
Oh, that's great news. That's great news.
Okay.
So, all right. So you have to enter their information manually. The link that I was just going over earlier is just for US registration only.
Got you. Okay. Well, it's good to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Gary with his hand raised.
Good morning, Ms. Novled. Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, everyone. You just said something, CJ, Nick, sorry, that if you would like to register someone from China, they have to China or Korea. They have to go to the country, or you cannot sponsor someone from there.
You can sponsor someone as long as the country is open. You have to go to their designated website. So you click the globe here, and any of these countries here on the left that are open, you can register them. But for example, I'm not sure if there's also the global registration. So for example, if you was to click global registration, you can register anyone in the nationality of any of these countries. So Chile, Haiti, any of these countries here that's in this list, Peru, any of these people in the list here, you can register them because they're all listed to
Pre-launch. So these are all in pre-launch.
Pre-launch countries. It's not officially open yet, but they are in pre-launch.
So guys, if you know people in these countries and you can register them, because the company has to wait until there's a certain amount of distributors registered before they open that country. So if you want a particular country open, you go work at it and register as many people as possible in that country to get it going. And guess what? If you have a large list of people opening registered in that country and you keep them informed and active, and when that country open, it's going to do very well for you because you have already built. That's what happened when China opened.
Any of these countries, all of these, all of these countries are on pre-launch right now.
That's a lot of countries.
That's a lot of countries.
Yep.
So if you guys know people in those countries, get going. Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lovely. So I have a question. I'm in Canada. I was registering one of my former students who, when we got to the final stage, we realized that she's not a Canadian permanent resident. She's of Indian descent. So is it possible to switch that to an Indian account, or that account must be deleted completely?
You would have to contact your Canadian office.
Okay.
And they'll walk you through the process, because I am based in the US, so
Okay.
all I can do
Are
is
they-
answer questions for the US.
Okay. Are they registered in India already?
No, they are not. It was when they were registering. We finished and they got the number, but the verification required that they
Okay.
are either permanent resident or a Canadian or a citizen. But they don't have that yet. So, but they have the legal documents like the SIN number and everything to work here in Canada, but they are not permanent
Oh, I
residents
think they
yet.
might be able to use that. Yeah, connect with,
Yeah, connect with the Canadian office.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, connect with the Canadian office or HQ and let them and
they'll walk you through it.
tell you. Yeah, they'll
Perfect.
mostly likely fix it for you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other question before Nick?
Well, it's 11:03, so I would have to leave the rest of the training for next week.
Yeah. Well, great question.
Great
Yep.
training, Nick.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let me see. No questions there. Great. Yes,
Yeah, no
it's
question.
recorded. It's recorded, so you guys can even go back to the recording and go much slower and go step by step with it.
Yeah. So I'll
Thank
post
you,
it
Nick.
in a little bit, and once it's finished processing. So and then it'll be on the website, I mean on the YouTube channel, on the English back office training and today's date. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Nick.
Miss Novlet, I will check on the recording so as to get a better understanding of what discussed today.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it being recorded. You guys have access to go back.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank
You're welcome.
you.
If anybody has any questions besides what they asked today, you can always reach out to me. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Nick, thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, bye. Have a blessed day.
So much. Excited about this